The curtain rises on Fordham University stages about 35 times a year, some at Lincoln Center and others at Rose Hill. Theater majors attend the Lincoln Center campus, making it known for its theater. There are about 30 majors a year and about 120 students in the program. Matthew McGuire, the director of the theater program at Fordham, says the program is small, so it becomes like a family.
So everyone's on a first-name basis.
The theater major includes directing, acting, playwriting, and stage managing. In a class called Collaboration, students learn a little bit about each of these skills.
Everyone writes a scene, everybody directs a scene, everybody acts a scene. Each week, the students are put into teams of 2 or 3, and they make a piece about 1 to 2 minutes in length, and each week a new team, each week a new technique for collaborating.
McGuire says these skills are helpful when it comes to the 20 studio shows students produce each year.
The studio productions are, the genius of those productions is that they're completely student run, written, directed, designed, acted, stage managed. So the people that learn how to work in the studio can go out in the city after they graduate.
Theater is also seen on the main stage 4 times a year. These plays are written, directed, and designed by professionals. Students get to act and assist in these plays. There are 4 a year under a theme. This year was a season of extremism. Some plays included Ruined and the Language Archive. McGuire says the season likes to incorporate certain things.
And one of them's a classic. Usually 2 of them will be new plays.
These plays have the potential to be raunchy. Ruined show girls in just bras and underwear. McGuire says the theater program is not censored.
The Jesuits have never censored us. In fact, it's been very encouraging. We've occasionally been criticized by audience members, and they'll go to the upper administration, they go to the president, and we're always defended.
Here at Rose Hill, theater's a little bit different than at Lincoln Center. All theater is considered a club, and all theaters are located here at Collins Hall.
Clubs at Rose Hill are Mimes and Mummers, Fordham Experimental Theater, or FET, and an outreach theater club. Emily Pandice, the president of Mimes and Mummers, says she likes to think about 150 students at Rose Hill participate in one of the theater clubs on campus.
The Mimes and Mummers, we're actually Fordham's oldest club, and we're actually the oldest collegiate theater company in the nation. We produce 4 main stage shows a year right here in this beautiful space.
Like Lincoln Center studio shows, the shows are student-run, except for one thing, the director. Mimes and Mummers hire a director for each show to help the actors get into character.
And it's just, I feel like having a professional changes the atmosphere in the room. I think, like I said, I've directed shows for FET, and it's very different working with, if I'm a sophomore and I'm directing, you know, there were 5 seniors in the show I worked on. Like, it's sometimes hard for me to, you know, be like, guys, sit down, shut up, be here on time. It's different when you're hiring a 40-year-old guy, you know, we've had recently several women who directed who have been wonderful as well. So I think that someone who has a BFA or an MFA, I think that brings something different to the room.
Unlike Lincoln Center's theater program, Pandice says the Mimes and Mummers have run into some censorship issues at Fordham with administration.
We want to push ourselves into somewhat more controversial shows and more controversial subject matters, and I think at a Jesuit university that's not always well received. One example in particular was last year we had voted on Spring Awakening for our musical, and obviously, you know, the show talks a lot about teenagers who are discovering their sexual identity and learning about sexual health in Germany in the late 1800s, so the university wasn't comfortable with some of the subject matter, and we were denied approval.
The issues do not stop the group from performing. They just have to pick a different show or be more cautious. McGuire of Lincoln Center says it perfectly. Theater is an expression. From Fordham University, I'm Alyssa Tios.